Urban Airport will build the world's first airport for flying cars and delivery drones in Coventry. Air One will be the universal takeoff and landing pad for the air transport of the future. The drone port is designed on the principle of infrastructure as a service, as it is a fast-mounted construction. All the main parts which will fit into one standard 12-meter ISO container. The finished airport looks like a truncated cone with a round runway on top. If the customer wishes, a variety of rooms can be arranged inside: restrooms, waiting rooms, or conference areas. The Hyundai Motor Group, whose flying cars are likely to be the first airport operators, is helping to implement the Urban Airport project. New rumors about Apple's electric car have appeared online. The company's now credited with $3.6 billion to invest in electric cars and collaborate with the South Korean automaker Kia. Supposedly, the iCar could roll off the assembly line at Kia's plant in the US in Georgia as early as 2024. The initial production plan is 100,000 electric cars per year, and despite Kia and Apple's refusal to comment on the rumors, it is reported that the contract between the companies has been signed on February 17th. GITEX Technology Week took place at the Dubai World Trade Center, bringing together the region's leading tech trade shows under one roof, including GITEX Future Stars, a high-tech startup event, GISEC, a cybersecurity conference and exhibition, Future Blockchain Summit, a platform for mechanical technology, and the first Marketing Mania, a new platform for brand marketers. While there were almost no real robots there, we thought we'd introduce you to some of the most interesting and new products at the show. The centerpiece of the main exhibition hall was the Hyundai Uber, an air cab that can travel at speeds of up to 290 kilometers per hour. So far, it has a manned version capable of carrying up to 4 passengers at altitudes of around 300 meters to a distance of 100 kilometers. The vertical takeoff model transitions to wing lift in cruising mode and then returns to vertical flight and goes in for a landing again. At the Etisalat stand, the latest BMW Vision M Next concept was presented. The hybrid car will be able to accelerate to 100 km per hour in 3.5 seconds and run on both electric and gas engines. The main difference of the concept is the acoustic sound environment, like in traditional sports cars. And yes, it's not a robot, but we couldn't get past such a luxury car. Ardan, a humanoid robot, was at the show presenting itself to visitors as an interplanetary communicator between Earth and Mars. The robot doesn't come close to the famous Sophia, but it attracts attention with its blue skin. Also at this year's show, Panasonic unveiled an autonomous wheelchair that provides unlimited mobility for its owners and wearable exoskeleton for lifting weights. And Microsoft unveiled artificial intelligence to improve soil fertility in the region. Rumors leaked online that Apple's preparing to release its own drone with a revolutionary battery. The electric passenger car with advanced autopilot will be equipped with an innovative battery. It's likely to be a lithium iron phosphate monocell battery. However, in theory, this approach would allow Apple to increase capacity relative to battery weight, but cooling and protecting such a design can't be easy. In general, Apple fans are confident in the company's new breakthrough, while skeptical experts doubt that these plans can be implemented in such a short time after all. At the annual meeting of the American Geophysical Union, NASA scientists presented the Martian Dogs project. It involves sending 4-legged robots with artificial intelligence to the Red Planet, whose tasks will be to explore the Martian caves. Robot Dogs AU Spot, based on Spot Robotics of Boston Dynamics, will be equipped with different payloads. One of the robots will have a radio-stoked power source so that the robots are not dependent on solar power. 2 dogs will be connected by a cable, and one with a manipulator on its back will go to the farthest corners of the caves. The idea to send robopods is based on the CoStar team's experience exploring underground caves at the DARPA Subterranean Challenge. The winning team used Spot, a robot equipped with sensors and special software that allowed it to safely and autonomously scan, navigate, and map the cave environment. Mars Dog will be 12 times lighter than other rovers and can move much faster than them, so the speed of Spot is 5 km per hour and the speed of Mars rover Curiosity only 0.14 km per hour. In addition, the 4-legged robot can rise if it falls. AU Spot will be able to process input from LiDAR, visual, thermal, and motion sensors to create 3-dimensional maps. Mars Dog will also use neural networks to learn what structures to avoid and identify objects that might be of scientific interest, while a communications module will allow the robot to transmit data to the surface while it explores the underground. All of this opens up new possibilities for exploring Mars, looking for signs of life on it and sites for future colonies. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology has teamed up with Naver Labs to produce a batch of new four-legged mini cheetah robots to rent out to research labs around the world. If you remember, this is also how the same robot Spot started its journey to commercial use. We await news from the mini cheetahs and their new owners. U.S. researchers have taught a paralyzed patient to control the robotic arms by reading its motor cortex activity through implanted microelectrodes. The clever software allows for consistent and precise set of movements, such as precisely positioning a fork and knife, cutting food, and bringing it to the mouth. Johns Hopkins University is working on the development. 2 years ago, researchers implanted Robert Chmielewski with 96 microelectrode plates that not only read motor signals, but also stimulate the sensory cortex. Since then, Robert has been gradually learning how to control his robotic arms better and better. Vantage Robotics has unveiled a new military drone called the Vesper, made entirely in the United States. Vesper offers a 50-minute flight time of more than 70 km per hour with a total range of 45 kilometers. The magnetic lac architecture allows the battery, struts, and rotor to be replaced in less than 5 seconds. The 690-gram quadcopter is a turnkey aerial reconnaissance system built based on criteria the company assures it received from military commanders, experienced operators, elite special forces, and industry veterans and U.S. Department of Defense security experts. They helped the Vantage team develop the Vesper Control Station, later called Vision Ground Control Station. The Vesper can operate effectively in heavy rain, high winds, extreme weather, and at night. The Vision GCS screen provides a crisp image, and the tactile flight and camera controls allow you to operate this drone even while wearing gloves. The first test flight of the autonomous refueling drone, Boeing MQ-25, had a refueling capsule attached to it, and it was successful. For 2.5 hours, it worked in normal mode, and engineers did not find any errors. The test drone is a precursor to the full-scale engineering development that will take Boeing one step closer to finishing the device. The U.S. Navy wants to order more than 70 MQ-25 drones that will take on the role of refueling military FA-18 Hornet aircrafts. Automated refueling will help reduce the weight of the military aircraft to make them even faster and more maneuverable. The German research project ROPHA presented the results of technology development for scenarios using the CareO Bot 4-service robot to help people. The first scenario involves selecting a meal on a tablet PC, having the robot recognize the food on the table, and feeding it. The second scenario is for the handling of food itself, sprinkling, cutting, etc. Since the software and control components are modular, they can quickly be used for many scenarios and applications with other equipment. The Amazon-owned startup Zoox has unveiled an autonomous electric vehicle that can run for 16 hours during the day and recharge at night. The unmanned car is supposed to move independently in city traffic and carry 4 passengers at speeds of up to 120 kilometers per hour. This car is more than 3.5 meters long and has a symmetrical design and electric motors on both axles, allowing it to move in reverse without turning around. The autopilot system includes LiDAR, radar, and cameras. An airbag is provided for each passenger. The drones are currently undergoing private testing on private roads in Las Vegas, San Francisco, and Foster City. In the future, Zoox plans to deploy a fleet of robotic cars as a part of its cab service. Starship Delivery Robots has made 1 million autonomous deliveries worldwide, and in all, the company has opened about 15 to 20 service areas around the world, and the 1 millionth delivery happened in Bowling Green, Ohio, and that delivery recipient was student named Annika Keaton. If your dog is home alone for a long time and has no one to watch cat videos with on YouTube, the Danish Institute of Technology has an idea as a gift for it. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and don't miss any new releases. There are many more interesting things to come.